Oh, man. Hello. I'm trying not to blow out the mic because I'm pretty sure I didn't set everything completely perfect. So, how's it going, everybody? What time is it? It's not almost 1 a.m. on the East Coast. It's not almost midnight here in the Nashville area. It's Heim time. It's spam 11. It's Heim time. How is it going, everybody? It took a long ass time to get here, but we finally got back here. We are live after the 2025 EcoSave 200. If you're wondering why I might sound so tired, I worked out all day thinking that, you know what, I'll go to bed by, I don't know, 11. No, that wasn't going to happen. That wasn't going to happen. We're going to turn the blood money golf off. We are live, though. It is Heim time. Corey Heim holds on, gets the dub at the end of the night here in Las Vegas. I start out my week on a good note, or weekend on a good note. I just looked and I remembered that I picked Corey Heim to win. And yeah, I agree with Eric. Heim and Enfinger are probably the best full-time truck series drivers. I do agree. And I also agree with Snappy. What a stupid race. But I enjoyed it. When they were racing, it was actually pretty fun. I got to admit, it was a lot of fun when they were actually able to go out in there and actually race. There was I just turned it off, but they have the bar on the Fox broadcast and on NASCAR.com. When you see the yellow versus the green, and there was like this just constant spattering until the end. We had that long run, but Heim holds on to win by a little under a second over Enfinger. Definitely the two you have to look out for, I think, towards the end of the season. Tanner Gray, third position, out of nowhere. I don't think anybody saw him coming. I actually, on the last red flag, just in case they called it, I put the full running order in just in case I had to go live right away. And I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I'm not gonna, wait all night to type it all in. And he was like 26th. Like, he was completely out of the picture. Flies up there, challenges for a bit for the win. Falls only back to third, so good run for him. Majeski got stuck in traffic, but still comes back up for a fourth place run. Lane Riggs had the save of the night. The restarts were full on intense when it came to anything you would expect and want from a truck series race. You had four wide racing on the regular on these restarts. Only once was there actual real contact. I believe it was between, I think it was Eckes and Mosak. I think it was. I might be wrong. But overall, pretty clean for a truck race, too. Only 31 trucks. So you would think they'd be a little more clean having a smaller field. But a great save on his part. You can tell he's racing his ass off. And, I made that prediction this week that he would be Final Four this year. And I saw some people laughing at me, but I think Lane is... I think he's going to be up there. Stuart Friesen, solid run tonight, 6th place run. Rajah Caruth comes back up at the end to 7th. Bad start to the year. A lot of people picked him to win this race, I saw through the week and into this race, but just has not had the speed really since Vegas last year. It's like that one-off kind of win. I don't know what it is. It's just it always seems like Rajah Caruth and that team, and then now the new team, they're like that 6th to kind of 12th place driver. It's like they can't break into that top 5. They can't go against Heim and Enfinger and Majeski and every now and then now Riggs. So bit of a good run, needed good run to start the year here. Only the third race, you got to remember. Next week, we're on Big Fox for the driver-only broadcast, and even with Kevin Harvick probably having the, enthusiasm of Plank from Ed and Eddie, will be better than Jamie Little. So positive look on the horizon there. 8th, we got Chandler Smith. Crafton up for 9th. I think there was a stat that was showed that Matt Crafton has more 1.5-mile starts in the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series than Ben Rhodes has total starts, and that's just insane to me. Tyler Ankrum comes back right at the end for a 10th place run. Justin Haley 11th. Honeycutt Eckes, Rhodes, and Ruggiero in the top 15. Mills, Perez, Curry, Dawson, Sutton, and Mosak, the top 20. Then Breidinger, Sawalich, and Fenhaus, the lead lap drivers. Frankie Muniz comes home 24th, a lap down. 25th for Spencer Boyd, also a lap down. 2 down for Garcia in 26th. 27th for Day. Bad finish for what was looking early on like a promising night. I think he led a good amount of laps too. Rayum in 28th, Bird 29th, 6 laps down for him. And then Wood and Malozzi out, 30th for Wood and 31st for the 2. I need the hat of discipline. Well, you know what? Everyone's kind of going back and forth. So spam either W for W race. Did you like the race, or L for L, or in the middle if you want C for crazy? Because everything just went kind of nuts with it. We'll put the finishing order on the bottom there. I mean, in all honesty, this race feels like it started a year ago to me. I mean, it really feels like it started that long ago. Start the race, Spire trucks 1, 2, 3, all in line up towards the front early on. But Tyler Ankrum was kind of the early hero of the day. Day did challenge for the lead, but it was for the most part the 18 and the 98 up front. Majeski, though, ends up taking the lead, winning the stage that ends due to a caution of rain over Ankrum, Day, Heim, Friesen, Garcia, Haley, Chandler Smith, Ruggiero, and Rajah. I kid you not, and maybe it's still on here. This morning when I looked, it was a 1% chance of rain in Las Vegas. 1%. Then NASCAR came to town. Let's see. Now it did go up to, it went up to a 6% chance of rain yesterday. But yeah, I mean, there was no rain like in the forecast. It was looking like it was going to go by. At one point, I saw some people from NASCAR who tweeted out on their personal accounts like, yeah, it's not raining here at one point. It's snowing, because it got down to like, I think the low 30s, high 20s. It was snowing. And yeah, it did probably. Oh, nope, that was not the one I meant to put up. I don't know if he sucks or just having, lack of experience. It was sleeting. This is what I meant. We got all 1%. 20% though was at one point what was on there. It was sleeting. I mean, it was sleeting out there. I will repeat what I put during the Chicago street race last year. Put a NASCAR race in Death Valley, please, because I want to see if it rains. I do, because I feel like you could go to somewhere that has 100-year drought, and this place would have a ton of rain with NASCAR in town. Why? Because it's just NASCAR's luck. Now I'll say this: Corey Day has struggled a bit. Did not really have, and listen, we can kind of talk different subjects as we hit our red flags. I'm not going to pull the plug early on him, but early on with the equipment he has, especially ARCA and trucks, definitely going to need to pick up the performance. I don't like pulling the plug too early on drivers, especially young drivers, just because to me, I've bid on that before, even when it's obvious. I don't want to do it just yet. I want to give him a full year or so. But it was pretty rough ARCA last week and this week. I mean, he was a complete no-show pretty much after the second stage ended. Which, speaking of the second stage, it literally was just red flag for an hour. They get it back going, and Ankrum ends up getting the win in that stage. Chandler Smith, Friesen, Heim, Rhodes, Haley, Garcia, Caruth, Honeycutt, and Day, the top 10. Corey, I mean, he was top 10, but you can see, I mean, he went from pole to third at the end of the stage in the first one to 10th to, yes, I know that there were problems that put him back to 27th, but it wasn't like he was running really good. So, I'm going to say that there needs to be some real improvement moving forward. They were about to start the final stage back up. We get another red flag for like 20 minutes because, of course, it's raining again. That's when it starts sleeting. That's when it starts snowing. I don't know if y'all caught it, but at one point with about 25 or so to go, you could actually see some snow. on one of the cameras. It was very light. There wasn't much, but it was snowing in the desert because, of course, it was. NASCAR's there. Does it normally get that cold in Vegas? It can. It definitely can. But I mean, just let's see. And then, okay. So the rain was predicted about 7 hours prior. Yeah, 7 hours prior was not like when I checked at 8 a.m. this morning. And again, yeah, I'm with you too. Well, give them a chance, but you gotta pick it up on the court on the day front. Gotta. Let's see. And a lot of people saying yes, Vegas can get that cold. It can get that cold, especially at night. I mean, Vegas has been a place with just weird ass weather before. It doesn't happen all the time. But just remember, was it 2016 had that weird ass like windstorm and a dust storm? I think it was 2016 had that dust storm roll in. There's some craziness in the desert. It's why like you hear people when they're lost out in the desert, it's not the heat that kills them, it's nighttime because how cold it gets. Like that's the reason why. Didn't kill this race though. We get it back going after the about 20-30 minute red flag. The 11 and the 52 up front. Heim's crew was probably the stars of the night. They were on it a good amount. That's right. And where's it at? That's right. It snowed during an Xfinity race. I remember watching that a couple of years ago. Was it like 21 or 2020? I think it's 2021 that happened. Yeah, I remember that. That was weird. Again, Vegas just has weird ass weather for these races sometimes, man. Or was it 22? Might have been 22, 21 or 22. It was one of those ones. But again, the stars of the night, I think, have to be that 11 team. That crew was just on it all night long. I mean, gained him spots every single time. Even when Fox had the snafu where it was like everyone was plus 21 or plus 24 or whatever, they still gained the most spots on that one. Sorry, I have to leave my little jabs in when it comes to Fox. But yeah, I mean, they were on it, and they battled. Friesen and Heim did battle for the lead a little bit, and it wasn't like Heim just had complete control of the race because he did get the lead at one point on another restart against Chandler Smith this time. At least my notes have me right. This is one it's like 4 wide through the pack multiple times. Heim holds off Smith, and then here comes Lane Riggs right past flying by. I mean, just absolutely a fun race when they were able to race under green. The restarts, especially with the trucks, the draft does mean so much early on and then even later on into a run. That's why you saw there was, I was keeping track through the entire pack. There was a ton of passing throughout the pack. It's just the leaders got spread out. And Fox, to their credit, did show a little bit more of that than usual. So I'll give them that, hang the banner. Other than that, the only real caution for incident was Jack Wood, who basically just lost it, spun up into the wall, at least from the angles that Fox showed. But at that point, with 34 to go, Heim would end up clearing after a couple laps of battling Lane Riggs and flying on away. Tanner Gray tried to go up and charge up and challenge him. No real, I think, headway was made at any point. Majeski gets up there. There's a great save again by Lane Riggs with about 25 to go, but it was Heim time. I mean, this race was so topsy-turvy up front, and I think so competitive up front for a while. It was waiting for somebody to take it away. And Heim started mid-pack, charged up in the first stage, had his first career speeding penalty, charged up through the pack. I think he had that first career speeding penalty, restarted in the back, so 30th, and at the end of stage 2, finished 4th. I mean, he definitely, I think, had the best truck, though the way the trucks are right now, can't really put that gap too much. But all in all, I thought when they were able to race, it was actually a lot of fun. Now, I want to see what you guys think. Out of 10, what do you think of the race? Take out the rain delays, the red flags, stuff like that. I thought it was a solid 7 racing wise. I won't say it's an 8 just because for me, an 8 has to be like a lot of stuff is really good coming together. 9 and 10 is when you start getting into like damn near perfect, great, or all-time classic. Nowhere near that, but I'd say a 7. And that seems like what you guys are putting. The majority is saying 7. I see a 6 here. Some 9s and 8s, a 4, but generally most of you are in that 6, 7 range. And I think that's kind of where I'm at with it, too. But you know what? I will take it. With how much stuff was stacked against this race, I will take it. I will take that kind of race anytime with that much rain and sleet and snow and just stupid Mother Nature crap being thrown back at us. I did wonder this too. Like, Brad Keselowski, I think, was sick tonight. Like, and that's been going around, so no judgment on that one. I like this. Matt Parsons, 7 out of 10. And I like the thumbs up on the Josh Berry icon. That's funny, man. 7 out of 10 from only listening on MRN. Now it's NRN, the NASCAR Racing Network. I listened to the start of it actually on MRN, NRN, whichever way you want to go about it. And they like, well, I don't remember what exactly it was they said. I should have wrote it down. But they had like said something like the not the super trucks, but like the something trucks. It wasn't like the official radio of the Craftsman Truck Series, which I found that really odd. But again, I'm leaving that up there for a moment just because I absolutely love this profile pic. I think this pic is funny as hell, and deserves the recognition. But yeah, definitely. Brad definitely did sound sick. I'll say that. But yeah, I mean, for what it's worth, a race that ends at 12:30 Eastern time. I mean, what would, it was about 11:30-ish here. So about 9:30 there, which again, not too bad for all of our NASCAR friends on the West Coast, but I'll take it. I'll take it. I think though next year should start 2 hours earlier, not because of the rain, just because why are we starting at 9 p.m. Eastern time on a Friday night? Like that is, when you look at entertainment, Friday nights at that time, it's kind of like the death knell. Like you don't want to be put on a Friday night late at night because everyone's going to be out doing something at that point, or they're going to come home and not really want to watch TV. And they're like, put it like 7. Like, do we really need Live Golf is like doing all their other crap? Like, let's just move. Why don't we take Live Golf and move it somewhere else? Preferably the Truck Series time slot. And then we move the trucks a little back and then we're all happy. I get it won't be a night race, so we won't get, that. But to me, night racing's overrated. So I'm A-okay. Or 8:30 in Vegas right now. You sure? Pretty sure I'm pretty sure it's 9:30. Saturday nights are fine. Like do some Saturday night races, do that, but Friday nights we can have a little earlier in the night. I want to enjoy my Friday night after the race. I don't want to just go to bed. But yeah, real quick piece of business to attend to. I am in one of those areas that has like the orange and the red on the big USA map of like where storms are at and stuff, and like 80-mile-an-hour wind gusts and stuff like that. I am planning on streaming tomorrow. The only thing that'll stop it is if the internet goes out from the wind, or if a damn tornado runs through, or if they have like a weather update on the CW. I don't know if they do that because I don't watch the CW outside of NASCAR. I'm planning on doing this. If I don't go live or the stream is there and never goes live and it just keeps at a waiting, you know why. So just letting you know now in advance. So, because I know if y'all are coming in here on a Friday night into Saturday morning, you are definitely going to be in tomorrow and hanging out. And I hope you do. We'll be live after both Xfinity, knock on wood, and Cup. But just letting you know, weather's going to be hitting like a freight train tomorrow, and there's not much I can do about the weather. I can't change. I feel like that scene in That 70s Show. I can't change the weather, Jackie. God. Like, that's how I feel right now. So just letting you know. And yeah, we got the 1 a.m. gang. We have a lot. Yeah, weather's getting me too. Yep. It hits us all at different points. But yeah. And I appreciate everybody wishing well. We'll be good. Wait, I gotta be alive after the race, roof or not. Who cares, man? I like talking racing with y'all. Let's go to some of the super chats here. There's a couple to attend to before we head on out. By the way, if you've noticed, the Canadian Motor Speedway hat I got on about the recent news that NASCAR is trying to get the lower series up there next year and then trying to get the Cup Series up in 27. I hope somehow it doesn't screw up again. I really do. I want to see it. I think Canadian NASCAR fans deserve to have. I think they deserve to have NASCAR's top series up there, the top 3, but especially they deserve a cup race after all this time. If Mexico's getting one, Canada should get one. We'll start the expansion from there. I don't think a couple points races outside the country is going to kill us. So for any of you Canadian fans out there, I'm on your side. I hope you guys get this race. Let's see where to go. A couple super chats here. Twin spinner for the 2. Heim time? Nah, it's bedtime. It's about bedtime. This is like the first time I think since the 600 last year. And before that, it was a while where I've been streaming as it hits midnight where I'm at. So I applaud all of you guys for coming on out here. It means a lot to hang out with you. Andrew Winslow for the 2 says Jarrett needs the hat of discipline. The hat of discipline. Why? What did I do? At least I'm not the big loser. That would be that would be the weather tonight. And I guess, freezing their ass off, the 12 people that stayed in the stands by the end of the race. Let's see. Matt here for the 5. I love that profile picture, man. Never like rain, but big thanks to it for letting me listen to the whole 3rd stage, even though I got work off at 10 Central. Congrats. The rain helped. The rain did help a few people tonight. At least one we know of. So, all right. I'm going to follow in the footsteps of many of you and probably go to bed here in a minute. So thank you guys for coming on out. It was fun. I don't know how to end it at this point. I don't know if you can tell I'm tired. I worked out like 2 hours earlier today, walked the dog for a while, ran 3 miles as fast as I could before the race started. Only I should have just known. I should have just took my time. Should have just took my time. But yeah, it's time for bed. It's time for bed. So thank you guys so much for coming out. Go to bed, or if you're earlier on, like if it's 11 where you're at, or 10, I don't know, go enjoy the rest of your Friday night. And I'll see you tomorrow or today, depending on where you're at. All right. I got to go. Bye.